Okay, tut mir leid, hat ein bisschen länger gedauert. Pressekonferenz war lange und aber trotzdem haben wir MarQuez hier draußen. Okay, MarQuez, I just saying to the fans, took a long time after the press conference was kind of long. Coach Koch was not very happy. You can imagine that. Stefan war sehr unzufrieden in der Pressekonferenz. Und es ist so, dass er sagte, wir haben jetzt 2 Spiele gemacht. He said you've played 2 games and both times you started bad. Started bad in the first quarter, started bad in the third quarter. And he said it's always difficult when you're 15 points down in the first quarter to come back. So, do you have an explanation for that?
I'm not really sure. I think it felt like tonight maybe the team was a little nervous since it's the first home game. Yeah. It seemed like it because, we came out with energy, but, kind of fumbling the ball and missing little layups. So maybe people were a little nervous. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's definitely been twice.
Okay, es ist so, dass er sagt, vielleicht war heute alle ein bisschen nervös, erster Heimspiel, und dass es dann nicht so richtig 100%ig war. Die haben sehr viel versucht, aber haben immer die Bälle so ein bisschen unglücklich agiert damit. Und okay, we were in there with a chance. We got down to 2, but Frankfurt was still in there. They kept making their shots. Stefan Koch also said in the press conference, it's kind of we're not playing hard enough defense. We're not stopping their go-to guys. Would you also see it like that?
Yeah, I think for sure when we got it down to 2 and we got close, we made a few bad defensive mistakes. Things that we know to do and we've practiced, but for whatever reasons we weren't all on the same page and we made a couple mistakes, and they capitalized on those mistakes and pushed it back up to like 8-9 points. So for sure we just have to see the film and try to correct those mistakes.
Okay, sagte, die waren nur 2 Punkte, die waren 2 Punkte dran. Und es war trotzdem schwierig. Die haben dann ein paar Fehler gemacht in der Defense und Frankfurter kamen wieder zurück. Das mussten die dann wieder im Video angucken und wieder versuchen abzustellen. I kind of guess you've been watching a lot of video with the game from Berlin, and this one's going to be the same again because I know Coach is not happy.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of video, but that's what it takes. Especially with us being new together. Sometimes we don't always recognize the situations, and we're not always on the same page. We're learning each other. So film is going to be a big part of, correcting the mistakes and improving the way we're supposed to.
Okay, es wird eine große Rolle spielen, Filmen, die müssen die Videos anschauen, müssen ihre Fehler selber merken, müssen auch sehen, was sie sich verändern müssen, und um überhaupt noch rauszukommen. Okay, these were your first 2 games in the Bundesliga, in Berlin and in Frankfurt. How would you describe it? How is it different to where you've played before?
It's been fun. I know a lot of the guys that are in the league, just a lot of different places. So I kind of had a decent feel for what it was going to be like. I'm still trying to get acclimated, mostly to the referees. Every league, they call it different. So I think that's the biggest thing right now is me trying to understand how they call the game, what's a foul, what's not a foul, and so that's probably the biggest thing right now.
Okay. Er sagte, das große Problem ist wahrscheinlich, wenn man in einer anderen Liga spielt, ist, dass man sich an die Schiedsrichter noch ein bisschen gewöhnen muss. Mal pfeifen die so, mal so. Und man muss lernen, was als Foul hier gerufen wird und was nicht. Und ja, das ist das Wichtigste. Er kennt natürlich sehr viele Leute, die Freunde von ihm, die auch in Deutschland gespielt haben. Die haben ihm viel davon erzählt. One of your friends is Tyrese, right? Tyrese Rice, who was here for a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's he's like a brother to me. I talk to him every day. We were roommates in college for 2 years. I just went to see him in Virginia before I got here. I mean, it's my best friend.
Okay, er ist ein bester Freund. Die haben zusammen gespielt in College, gleiche Zimmer geteilt und sowas. Und der hat auch ihn besucht in Virginia und auch sein großer Freund. You're going to tread on his feet though when he comes here, aren't you?
What'd you say?
You're going to tread on his feet.
Oh, I'm be all over him.
Okay.
Yeah, all over.
Er wird ihm auf die Füße treten, dann wenn es gegen München. You're going to see him on Wednesday. That's it. Okay. All right. Okay. What else are we going to talk about? I was going to say that, of course, with Damon Mallet being injured right at the start, you had to play a lot on the 1. Is that difficult for you? Something you do happily?
Yeah, I've been doing it for years. I'm playing both positions, the 2 and the 1. I think even when he comes back, when he goes to the bench, I probably still play the 1. So I'm comfortable with it. You know, in the summer league, in other places in America, I played the one, so it's no problem. I could play wherever.
Okay, hat auch Übung daran, dass auch der 1 spielen kann, wo jetzt Malet verletzt ist und wo dann ein bisschen aushelfen muss, aber dachte, kann das jederzeit machen. I don't know if anybody knows this out here, but your coach in the summer league was Arne Voltman, right? In Oklahoma.
Yeah, he was one. I saw him just now.
Yeah, he was there.
Man, it was good to see him. I saw he helped us out in Oklahoma City, and he told me he would be out here, so I was looking for him. I was happy to see him.
Okay. Hatte in der Summer League für Oklahoma gespielt, wo Arne Voltman, der auch hier war heute, auch so ausgeholfen hat als Coach in der Summer League. So die beiden kennen sich. Okay, it's gonna be a hard season here, I think. You know, we're a lot of teams have been getting really good players in. So you got Munich, you got Bamberg, you got a lot of good teams to play against. How do you see the Dragons at the moment? I mean, we're not 0 from 2 at the moment. It's not really very good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be okay though. It's one of those things where, you know, some teams peak early, some teams peak late, and we're all so new together. But I mean, I think you can see there's a lot of talent on the floor, like a lot of talent. And right now it's just putting the pieces together and figuring it out. But I'm really not worried. Like, you know, sometimes when you play a tough schedule early, it's a good thing. So maybe if we stumble a little bit and find our stride, you know, I think it's going to be one of those things because we're tested early, you know. So, you know, I'm not really worried.
Okay, sagte, viele Mannschaften kommen gleich am Anfang, sind sie da auf der Spitze. Viele kommen etwas später. Sagte, die werden sich besser finden. Es gibt viele Talent in der Mannschaft. Der freut sich darauf. Und ja, er macht sich noch keine Sorgen. Okay, I was going to ask you a couple of other things. You played in Spain last year, right? So that's a difference there to German basketball. Is it more physical here, or would you say?
I think I don't think it's more physical. Well, it might be a little more physical, but I think in Spain it's more. Those guys are really, really intelligent. A little slower. I think this league has a little more athleticism. You know, Spain, they're kind of slow, but really smart. I think this league is a little more athletic, you know, than the Spanish league.
Okay, sagte, in Spanien ist es vielleicht nicht so schnell, das ganze Spiel, aber sehr intelligent. Hier ist es ein bisschen schneller. But I hope you're going to bring some intelligence to the game as well for the Dragons. You actually made a lot of shots, especially in the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, I just, you know, I had a really quiet first half. I couldn't really find my opportunities. And in the second half, I just try to be more aggressive. You know, I don't want to force anything, but sometimes you kind of have to. So I think in the third quarter especially, I was a little bit more aggressive trying to find my opportunities.
Okay. Sagte, er war selber enttäuscht mit sich da so in die erste Hälfte und hatte in die zweite Hälfte versucht dann wieder was rauszuholen, bisschen aggressiver zu spielen und ja, so ist es. And you're fitting in here in Quakenbrück, small town, but okay.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's cool. It's different, but it's quiet. It's peaceful. It's safe. You know, so I mean, it's a good thing. You just come home. You don't have to worry about anything, and the people are nice. That's the best thing.
Natürlich sind die Leute hier in Quakenbrück nett und es ist ruhig und safe, hat er gesagt. Sicher sogar auch noch. Yeah, it's probably safer than a lot of other places.
For sure.
Okay, MarQuez. I heard people call you Kez, right? That's why the Q is big in your name. That's right?
Yeah, correct. Actually, it's really not supposed to be big, but I started doing that like when I was younger to help people pronounce it because people couldn't say it. So I started capitalizing the Q.
Okay. Schreibt sich immer mit einem großen Q. Das heißt, sein Spitzname ist ein Kez und jetzt habt ihr den kennengelernt. Gibt es vielleicht jemanden, der eine Frage stellen möchte an ihm? We're going to ask for one question here. This guy's difficult. You have to be careful. Oder ich kann es auch sagen. Okay. Wie übersetze ich viel Krampf? Jetzt muss ich überlegen, wie ich übersetze viel Krampf. He's asking about. He didn't see many sort of real systems today. A lot of it was fight and sort of trying to make something out of the game, but it wasn't really. You weren't sort of on top of the game. Is that something that you can explain?
Can you say that again? I didn't understand.
He said, you know, it didn't look as if we were sort of like a sovereign team. We weren't playing playing the plays and making the Frankfurt do the work. We were looking for sort of loose balls we were trying to get, and we weren't really on top of the game.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think that That's a big thing when it comes with chemistry. Is we have the plays, but sometimes reading the game and understanding certain situations, sometimes we're all thinking different things. Okay. And I think that's something that as we practice and watch the film, we'll understand better when to do what things and when to not do certain things.
Okay. Sagte, dass die vielleicht die sind noch nicht auf die gleiche Wellenlänge im Moment und das muss sich schleunigst verändern. Sagte, die haben die Spiele, die haben die Systeme, aber es ist im Moment haut das nicht so richtig hin. Die müssen noch viel Video wieder gucken und dann wird's besser. Well, it's going to be a tough week for you this guy because you got to go to Munich, then the champions are going to be here on Sunday, Bamberg, and tomorrow you're all going to go out and sign some autographs in the town. So, wer die noch sehen will, morgen sind sie in der Stadt. Unterschreiben Autogramme und jetzt weißt du, der heißt jetzt Kez und du kannst ihn jederzeit ansprechen. MarQuez, thanks a lot for coming out and let's hope everything gets better and better.
Thank you. Dankeschön.
Okay, Dankeschön. Siehst du, der kann auch Deutsch. Thanks a lot. MarQuez Haynes.